Hi, everyone. Um,
Hi.
Hi.
so each week we've been talking about a specific topic. So for the previous 4 weeks, we had tourism in Sri Lanka. We had social media. Then we had commitments. And then last week we were talking about stress. So we thought that next week we would take some time in the beginning and each person can speak for a few minutes about all four of those topics. Just um, a brief summary of what we learned during those topics.
Not only that, then they would have a second chance to talk about the same topic as to find out whether you can do better than the first time.
Okay.
So we are going to talk only about those four topics, nothing else.
Okay.
That will give but by doing it again, you might have a better way of saying things. All right.
Okay. So today's topic is etiquette. So just first, etiquette is usually defined as a set of customs and rules. So it's regarding proper behavior, being respectful of other people's feelings. So I know when I think of etiquette, the first thing that I think of is that the rules of etiquette are different depending on where you live. So, for instance, we have rules, unspoken rules of etiquette, say in the United States, but our rules of etiquette, our customs might be different from the customs in Sri Lanka, or your customs might be different from, say, customs in Egypt. So I figured we can start with that. So how about Pumi, you start. What are some customs in Sri Lanka that you can think of like day to day about etiquette?
Uh, in Sri Lanka, then we have some etiquette, and uh, then the peoples are saying "I born." Then it's from the Sri Lankan peoples use it for the. It means like live a long time or welcome, and in the mm, and then we respect our the older peoples and our parents. Then we then so the parents are coming to the living area or something. Then we stand and uh, stand our seats. Then this sit, and after we sit our seat, and also the when I so when the Buddhist people went to the temple, then we wear white clothes. Uh, mm, yeah,
Okay. So you brought up some things. So there's different types of etiquette, right? So you were talking about social etiquettes, dealing with people, and then you brought up etiquette in regards to religion. So you said that you you welcome people. You say "abovan" to say welcome. You said it also means live a
uh,
long life. Is that
yeah,
what it means? Live a long.
along.
Okay, and then another good one was respecting elderly people and respecting your parents. And then the religious example was that you wear white. Wear a white veil, you said, or okay. So I have a question. So in Sri Lanka, do you usually treat, like you said, you treat the elderly with respect, but do you say hello to everybody, or do most people say hi to everybody, like even people that you don't know, or no? Are people very social on the street? So like if you're walking down the street, would you say hello to a stranger, or no, you would just walk by?
Yeah, we say hi, and we call the if you can think we walk the street and met some my relatives, then I call hello, uncle, with uh, his name, then we call.
Okay, good. Watslaw?
Yes, as she said, when s- when elderly people visited our home or our place, we worship them. First of all, we worship them before enter the home, and also when we go around going in a street, some people say hi, but most of the time I smile at them. I think it's a good greeting. And in a school, we have etiquettes, school etiquettes. Um, we greet teachers, and students will uh, um, they have an school rules, mm, and listen to others politely. We talk politely with others.
Okay.
Well, one
And
question I had a question.
uh,
When in Sri Lanka, right, Laura, correct me what they do in Sri Lanka. When a teacher enters the class, everyone stands up.
stand up, say.
That's what they do. Here
They say
in
I
the
go
US,
on.
yeah, they say I go on to the teacher. They don't do that in this country, right? They don't. Yeah. So remember that. Here the teacher would enter nothing. Go ahead, Vatsala.
Yes, after the class, they may worship all the teachers.
Okay. So now you brought up again respect for elderly people, but then you also said that you worship them. So I want to know, when you say worship, do you mean, I know sometimes when I was there, when you would go to somebody's house, I know that sometimes people would bow down and kiss their feet. Is that what you mean by worship?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Not kiss. I didn't touch their feet.
Touch
Yeah.
their feet? Okay. Not kiss, just touch.
This touch.
So, and then you talked about how you can say hello to people that walk by, or you can just smile and be polite to acknowledge that they're there. And then just another etiquette is just listening to people and talking to them politely in a nice voice. And like if you're talking, but how about Watsla, what if you're at a dinner or a lunch and people have different political views, and I'm sure sometimes you get loud then, no? If people have different political views, they might raise their voice a little bit, no?
Yes. Yes. They're
Okay.
talking loudly.
Okay. So one difference so far that you mentioned was in the United States, students do not stand up when their teacher comes into the classroom. And there the student does stand up. So I'm just writing it down. Like, this is a difference about students.
Also, students don't touch their teachers' feet in the US. There's no custom like that. So I think they would feel it's kind of weird. So so that's something you need to know.
Okay. So how about etiquette in relation to Watsla? Would you go up to somebody that you know, not a stranger, say somebody that you know, a friend, and would you, not a close friend, like maybe an acquaintance, and would you say that they looked tired? Would you say to them, "Oh, you look tired"?
I feel
It's okay. Like, whatever you say is okay.
I feel sometimes I feel it's an insult.
So since you bring that up, right, Laura, you may want to explain to them what is a backhand.
Okay, I'll give you a backhanded compliment. Okay, so say somebody comes up to me and they say, Laura, you looked so nice the other day. I'm so glad, to see you're looking like your usual self. Like you're looking like you used to look. That's a backhanded compliment because it's, oh, you look good, but you haven't been looking good for a while now. And you're just starting to look good again.
How about this? Is it okay? Laura, you tell me. Is it polite to say to a person, "You look pretty today"? Is it a backhanded compliment or is it okay?
It's a backhanded compliment because
you know what it implies? It implies
we feel
you were
that
pretty all these days, but today.
I'm
Right?
not
So,
pretty in other days.
Okay, but how about this? What if I saw somebody that I haven't seen for a really long time? Like, it's just an acquaintance and I saw them and I said to her, "You look so nice." I'm like, "You have a glow about you." That's not an
Yes.
insult.
yeah, I know, but you know what I would say? If I want to say someone pretty, I would say, "You look pretty today as always." By saying as always, so you are saying,
Yeah, but I mean, if somebody had, like, it depends, right? Because I was thinking about that. Like, after I said it, I'm like, was that insulting? I don't think it is. Like, I was saying that the person, I wasn't saying, "Oh, did you do something different? You have this, glow today and you never have this glow." Like, I think it's different. I think like certain words that you use. And also I think it depends who it's coming from too, the person, if it's sincere or not.
Here's another example. Let's say I meet a Sri Lankan and say, "Oh, you speak very good English for a Sri Lankan." Is that a backhanded compliment or a good?
Yes.
This is a backhand, right? So you
Yes.
assume Sri Lankans usually can speak.
Yeah.
But so those are sometimes they do this to women. "Oh, you are pretty good for a woman."
But would you talk about a woman in Sri Lanka? Do people talk about a person's weight to their face? Would somebody say, okay, can I bring this up?
Yeah, bring it up. Tell them.
So when I was in Sri Lanka, Jay went to go visit somebody. I won't say because I can't remember who, but somebody that he used to know. And they looked at him and they said, "You got fat," or "You're fat." And
Not only fat, they say you look fat and ugly. So I laughed. To me,
And
I
I
was now, she could not believe it.
I was
Can
shocked.
be
I was
changed.
like, what? What? But that being said, here in the States, some people do the same thing. Like they talk about a person's weight all the time. But the difference is they don't usually say it to the person's face. They say it behind their back. So they say it to somebody else, which is maybe that's worse.
Yes,
So
that
here's
sounds.
another question. If you see a woman and if you tell her, oh, no, I like your dress, it's really nice. Is it a backhanded compliment, Laura?
No.
No,
Or you say, oh, your hair looks nice. I like your hairstyle. Is it a backhanded compliment?
no.
No. And honestly, even if they said, I like your hair, I like the way you have your hair today, I don't think that's a backhanded compliment. I think it would be a backhanded compliment if somebody said, oh, I like your hair today. It's usually like, it doesn't look good. That's backhanded.
Hmm.
Okay, but how about like, so do you think there's different etiquette depending on the social situation? So etiquette for work versus etiquette when you're with your close friends versus etiquette if you're, going to the temple. Like it's different, right? So when you're with your friends, you can be like, when you're with your close friends, you can be maybe more like less strict about etiquette. Do you agree?
You mean, what do you
No.
think?
No.
With your friends, can you have bad manners with your friends?
No. No, never.
I don't mean bad manners. I mean not reserved. Like you can be free to talk to them about things in a respectful way. But maybe be able
Pumi can hear? Pumi, can you hear us?
Yes.
Oh. Okay, go ahead, Laura.
So do you, bless you? Did you sneeze? Bless you. Do you think that you don't act the same way at temple that you act at home, correct? I mean, there's differences, right? Or no? So like for instance, if I go to church, I went to church this morning, like you have to dress, I mean, you don't have to, but like you should like supposed to dress like modestly, and you come, you're supposed to be respectful in church. And then when you're outside of church or outside of temple or synagogue or whatever, like it's different.
Yes. When we go to the temple, we are respectful than the other places. We do not talk. We talk silently, and softly.
Okay, Pumi, can you name one time when you felt like somebody said something to you that wasn't respectful of your feelings?
Uh, in sometimes when I meet my friends, then they told me you very things and yeah,
Okay.
and your face are some pimples in my face, and you are going your skin uh, dull something.
Ah,
Wow.
they would say things like that?
Yeah, some
Yeah.
friends.
Okay,
Yes.
so now let me ask you. So Pumi, so they say this. Now, does it hurt your feelings, or do you have what we call thick skin? So thick skin means like it doesn't matter. Whatever they said, it doesn't matter. Like, are you used to it so it doesn't bother you, or it bothers you?
Sometimes it's bother me,
Mm.
and they talked about my skin. I'm not. It's not bother me. It's time change my skin. Then I know what happened and to my skin. Then I'm fixed my skin doing some thing. So I'm worried about that. Then some my friends are talk about every time we met, you are think, and it's a little bit hurt me.
Right.
So when they said things like that, did you say anything to them, or you just didn't say anything?
No, no. I'm not saying anything for my friends, but they tell me.
Oh wow.
Hmm. How about you?
Yeah.
Sometimes they told that things with um, friendship and not hurting, they don't think it hurt me. But in our mood at that time, then I feel it's hurt or not hurt.
Okay.
Here, I
Hmm.
have to admit this. I have said this. I know it is not a good thing. Let's say some, friend of mine. Let's say this woman is really skinny. I would say to her, "Listen, I'm even scared to touch you. I'm skinny." I don't think it's a good thing to say, even though I mean it in a, it's not a vicious thing. I don't mean it like that, but I don't think it's a good thing to say. So, Laura, here's the thing. Would be, let's say, if you are concerned about a person's, let's say, how would you say?
If you're concerned about
Or
what?
their health? How would,
No,
you,
no,
you
I
don't talk
wouldn't.
about it?
I wouldn't give advice where it wasn't asked.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Hmm. Okay. Yeah, I wanted to hear from both of you. I think you
Hmm.
They
hmm,
didn't think I could do that.
do that job. Okay, Laura?
Yeah. I mean, so you see how the theme is that we all have been, like, all of us have had something said to us that was hurtful, but it seems like in most cases we don't say anything after the fact. We just keep it to ourselves, which is, that's fine. I mean, but I mean, I would say if I was around somebody who said hurtful things all the time, I would not be around them anymore, or B, I would say something. But like you said, people say things, it's true. Sometimes people say things not intentionally meaning to hurt you. It just, it comes out and they don't even think that it's hurtful. But it doesn't matter it doesn't matter, like, the person who's saying it doesn't matter how they feel. If the person who's receiving it feels like it's hurtful or disrespectful, that's all that matters, because it's how they perceive it to be, not how it was meant.
Here's my
So
question. So, do you think, what is the role of parents and teachers and adults when it comes to etiquette? Do you think they should try to encourage kids to, follow proper etiquette? Do they do at home in Sri Lanka? For example, right here, kids always say thank you even to their parents, right? Because here they always say, when you have to thank people.
I
Sometimes
don't
they
think
don't.
that's I don't think that's true.
Yeah, but but parents, that's the role of, that's what parents should do, right?
Okay, so I'll say this, what I see here, and then Pumi and Watsala, you can share there. So I've seen a difference from the time, and I'm sure everybody says this, but from the time I was a child to now I see children, and there's definitely a difference. So when I was a child, if my parents got me something, or it wasn't like an everyday occurrence where my parents would, buy something for us, right? It was a special occasion or something, and we would be thankful, right? And we would say thank you. And there was a level of respect for parents. It was very rare. I think I can count on one time, like, you didn't talk back to your parents, right? Now, fast forward, and today's children, I'm not saying all children, I'm just saying I definitely see what I see, like friends of mine with kids, and they give their kids every single thing that they want. Like designer clothes, what, like things they want to do with their friends, like they're spending tons of money, and then like the child is so disrespectful to the parents, like really disrespectful. And I just think, like, where is that respect, that etiquette? It's gone. It's not there. So I'm curious, Watsala, Pumi, do you see a difference from when you were little to kids now? Like, I don't mean, Pumi, I don't mean like 20 something year olds. I mean kids like 6 years old, 8 years old, that age. Do you see a difference in terms of respect towards parents, or no, it's the same as when you were younger?
Yes, definitely very different. Because they are not respecting elders and um, other people.
You what to say?
So think the two types of youngers in now, and some youngers are expect their children, their teachers and parents. Then it and others are not respect, because I think the reason is the some youngers are grow up there in their house, then the parents teach them in their childhood how to respect other peoples, and how to talk with the school teachers, and how to talk with relatives, and how to talk with their elders and youngers. Then they and the parents are parents to tell them how to deal with the uh, peoples, and then they understand how to engage with them, and how to talk with them, and how to share their ideas with them. Then they grow up their age, and get some they involve the social, like um class, private class, and school, and the family gathering. Then they understand um how to engage with the people. Then I think the first stage come stage of parents tell them how to behavior their self, and how to respect other people. Then they grow up in their life.
So do you think, though, outside of family, what do you think is to blame? So like, do you think social media plays a role in the way the kids are? I mean, okay, so when we were all younger, right? Like Jay, I know because like you, me, Watsala, Pumi, I'm not sure the cutoff, but I remember I didn't have my first cell phone until I was 30, I think 32 or 30, 34, something like that. So imagine my whole childhood, I grew up outside. So for fun, we would play outside, like our friends would play outside. We weren't in front of a TV or a computer or, gaming devices. And so now I wonder, I know kids, they're like 4 years old and they're already in front of a phone. Like parents get phones for their kids at like 4 or 5. I'm like, what? And they're like in front of it like this the whole, and I can't even I can't
Even when they're having meals,
yes.
they are they
Yeah.
are watching the video.
Yeah. So do you think that plays a role?
Yeah. So I think in my childhood, I had the phone in my A-level time. I think I'm 18 or 17. Then I haven't. I have the not a touch phone. It's a button phone, and so my parents are not allowed to touch phone for me. Then other my classmates and schoolmates have some uh, schoolmates have the touch phone, and so now it's a bit change, not bit, uh, more change. Then so in my I learned something in my college. Then I studied with younger people. Younger peoples, so I wonder their habits and how they are treat other peoples. Then I learned about them, and then I realize how the uh, the uh, the youngers are not they are also in the online, and some girls are always TikTok and making photos like that. Then the boys are all gaming in and they uh, and I realize they also use and addicted to the social media. mm, yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Laura, we have had it almost for 40 minutes. It's trying to.
Yeah, I think this is
Yeah.
a good
It's
I think this is a good
interesting.
topic.
So,
And it's kind of funny. Sorry, Jay. It's kind of funny how this topic is overlapping with now social media, right? Because
yeah. So let me stop the recording because I had to say something. Okay, hold on. So here I had to tell you. Stop recording. Okay.